Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Mr. Reality joined by psychic medium Liz Cross and 50 of our closest friends. We're doing a summer Monday morning meditation because summer begins June 21st this week. So happy summer solstice to all of you out there and hope it's a wonderful summer for all of you. And how are you, Miss Liz Cross and friends?
Oh, let's cross in friends. Well, friends are great. So, look, a couple of things that came up over the weekend, right? I tell you, we are going places. The more we understand this stuff, the more we're going to ascend, enlighten, expand, hopefully not the waistline, but you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, we all
right?
might burst into light beings during CTT.
You know what? we we maybe need to do a roll call to make sure nobody does that. So look, somebody asked me over the weekend. They wanted now they're bold, right? And they're in this group, and I know they're listening. They wanted to possibly put a near-death experience in CTT their way to that. And I was like, oh my God, why? Right? First of all, I wasn't signing up for that. But second of all, it led along a whole big long list of questions. And what we got was that, the near death experience movement, as it were. So there's a lot of people on YouTube or in various different places talking about their near death experience.
Okay.
And what they say is like they become more psychic? And I actually got, maybe not. Some of them do, some of them don't. Were they psychic before their near death experience? And did the near death experience, was that a necessary component to their life to make them come out and use their abilities? And I got a no on that. Okay. So, because a lot of times when people like myself, right, psychic medium, you guys already know fourth generation, minimal generation psychic medium, right? But even though I knew my mom was a psychic medium and I was sitting in on her seances at 4 years old, did that mean
Wow.
that I was going to, yeah, did that mean that I was going to tap into my abilities? No. Why? Because I would see shadows, I would see a lot of ghost encounters and all that. And I was scared to death. I was frightened. Why won't my mommy let her talk to them, not me? Anyway, my mom eventually stopped doing her psychic work. I think she was an executive director as well. So she became very busy with her work. And, if you don't really use it all the time, you kind of get a little rusty. So, and people weren't very receptive to it. Times are totally different now. But I would see things out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh no, 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 you need to go away. I'm not talking to you. I don't know who you are. So so was it that the person was having those experiences and they needed this near death experience in order to now say, well, it's okay to talk to these people? No, I got a no on that. Okay. But what was it about the near death experience that made people think differently? Because they would come back and sort of like everything is okay, right? So they're on a higher vibrational plane. Things don't seem to bother them like they did. And what we actually discovered was, excuse me, the energetic blockages that we have are mostly, I was looking at the Tesla comment, are mostly because of, we're here on the earth plane. This is how we programmed our lifetime. You guys know this stuff, right? This is how we program the lifetime. We're half light, half dark. We've got this polar thing going on. Now we know that. And but when we go into the spirit world, we drop that dark aspect of ourselves, right? Now, it doesn't mean that it's not imprinted on the soul, but it means as an energetic being at that moment, right? When you're in the spirit world, you don't have that darkness attached to you. You are an all light being. You are recharging your batteries. Even serial killers, right? This is the thing that everybody does. But again, the darkness, some of it will be imprinted on the soul, and the soul knows that when you get up into the spirit world, now we got to go through this again, right? But as far as like the overall, what are you feeling at that time? You're feeling 100% light. So when somebody was having a near-death experience, we actually found out that because they leave the earth plane and they go into the spirit world, or they encounter people possibly on the way, or different entities or whatever on the way, that as they are leaving the earth plane as a soul, they're dropping those blockages, right? So those blockages are naturally detaching from that soul. But then what happens? They go up into the spirit world. Oh, by the way, it's not your time yet. Bang, you're back down in your body. But what you realize, or what you find out, and the reason you have reached consciousness expansion is because you have dropped a lot of those blockages by this experience. And those blockages eventually do come back, but it takes a while for them to reassemble and come back, right? And by then you've already had this consciousness expansion. So that told us a lot of different things. It told us, first of all, they're not necessarily now suddenly psychic now that they've had this near-death experience, but they certainly have this consciousness expansion. It also tells us that by removing these blockages, okay, that is another sort of confirmation, as it were, that we achieve consciousness expansion through the removal of blockages. Okay, so what we're doing here in the CTT, what are we doing? We're removing blockages. It's a slower process than having a near-death experience, but I think I know which one I would rather do, right? Okay, that's the first thing we learn. And I always love passing on information. Now, the second thing that we learned, and Nat, you were asking about manifestation. So another person in our group who I do weekly sessions with, she's amazing. This is a beautiful nurse girl. She's here today. She's wonderful. She is so freaking smart. If I was only that smart in my early 30s, geez. Anyway, so she made a list of people at the top, right? So not the usual suspects we know, not the Elon Musk, Trump, Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, all those usual people. This was a totally different list of people. And what we got as we were probing them, they all had a few things in common. Okay. Now, the first thing that they all had in common, and they're like, millionaires and billionaires, they're business people, they're innovators, right? Oh yeah, they're fearless. But one thing that we found out that they all had in common, or one of the few things, was that they all started early. They knew from a very young age, like 12, maybe even before that, they were going to be entrepreneurs, and they knew that they were going to be billionaires. Some of them intuitively knew that, okay? Also, at that very young age, they were already generating ideas, setting up businesses in their early teens, mid-teens, okay? Setting up businesses, and they were creating things to sell. They were designing things. They were already starting in a very young age. Okay. The other thing that they got, and I don't want you all to be discouraged by this information, because she actually got discouraged, but I'll tell you about her situation in just a moment. The third thing we got was that their family were very supportive, and oftentimes their family actually gave them a substantial amount of money in order to start up their businesses. So, their family were always backing their idea. They never sat there saying, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. Never. They were always, yes, we want you to do this. We want you to do that. And the family also let them fail. They didn't sort of stop them immediately from doing what they wanted to do. They just let them sort of go through the motions. Some of them did not have a lot of money from the family. Some of them had to find investors as they got into their 20s. Anyway, that's the common thing that we found with a lot of these billionaires. And actually, that makes total sense, because now you look at the usual suspects: Trump, Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, all of these people now. I'm not talking about the Carnegies of the world, okay? I'm talking about the people now. The world has changed. It's very, very hard to come from nothing anymore and to make it into something big. It's really difficult. Okay. Now, as we're probing these new sort of tech millionaires and billionaires, this is their circumstances, their present circumstances. You look at Elon, you look at all those people, they also did not come from poor families. They were, very innovative at a young age. And Donald Trump famously tells, people that he got like $1 million or whatever the amount of money was from his father, and he had to go out and create something big with it, right? So these people were all sort of funded by their families. They were supported by the families. Now, what does that mean for us? I instinctively knew that I had to do something for my kids. I don't know why. I just instinctively knew it. So the second my kid, like seriously, the second I push my kids out, I'm creating bank accounts for them. And over time, just dribs and drabs, not even a lot of money, especially as I was starting out in the UK, 20 pounds here, 30 pounds there, 50 pounds, and over time, I've managed to, just keep investing. I always, the other thing that you have to learn with manifesting and investing and stuff like that is that you always have to pay yourself first, right? And I had to learn that. I had to learn, yeah, okay, I got bills, right? Pressing bills, yeah, I'm going to pay the pressing ones first, but all the other stuff, I'm paying myself first, okay? And if it means I'm paying 20, 50, or $100 to myself first, so be it. And I started my kids off really early at saving money. And so now, fast forward to my 17-year-old who does have two businesses. He has two businesses. He's had them from about the time he was like 14. He started out, right? But I've managed to have that pot of money sort of set aside if they need it for their business ventures, right? So going forward, does it mean that you should be discouraged? No, but you certainly, for those of you that have kids, you certainly need to think in this way. See, the world is shifting, but the mindset is not shifting with it. So you have to kind of think now, well, this is how my kids are going to be successful. And if you can, I'm not saying everybody can, but if you can, put $5, $10, whatever it is away. Okay. So that's what we learned. Now, our girl that came up with this information, brilliant information, and I thank you so much for it. I learned a lot from all of your probes. A lot of these people that are millionaires, billionaires, and they built their own businesses, right? They didn't do the spiritual work on the front end. And her soul knew that, no, you're going to do the spiritual work on the front end, because when you get to the back end of your lifetime, right, you're getting to the tail end, you may not feel well. You just may have forgotten about spirituality. You don't need it. You've got money. You can buy your way out of a problem, right? Because that's what money does. It actually, in a lot of ways, it buys you your way out of a problem. And you may not actually want to tap into the spiritual side of yourself, so you're going to do all your work on the front end. And as she's now done so much work, honestly, she's done more than probably most of us in this room. As she's done all of this work, now she's getting ready to start this business. So I just found all of this information really fascinating. I don't know what you guys think, but I hope that helps you all have some sort of perspective.
All right, so what's the angle we're working on this morning to get that manifestation more so, since most of us are on the back end of life, I'd assume, here listening. I don't know how many teenagers we have in the group, but thank you all for joining us. What's the
So
angle
I
we're working
wanted
on?
to work on, thank you. I wanted to work on manifesting, definitely, but I need to word it in such a way. How are we going to word this? Do you know? I mean, we want to make it just like easily and joyfully. So there's a optimal way, easily and joyfully manifest an optimum ability to manifest the lives that we want, or manifest what our best life, or manifest the lives we want. Is everybody good with that? Okay. I thought we'd work on manifestation. You all have Nat to thank for that because he texted me this morning. Nat's an early bird as well. He wakes up early. He knows that if he texts me at whatever time, like 5 a.m., I'm awake and he's awake. All right, so that's what we'll work on this morning. So if there is anyone new here today, please raise your hand if you don't know what we're doing so we can give you a brief explanation. Otherwise, we will go ahead and get into it.
There's a new person. Christine, welcome to the group.
Hi, Christine. Okay, so what we're doing is we use bilateral tapping. Okay, now bilateral tapping means you're going to give yourself a virtual hug. Is Diana here? Is Diane here? Because she's always a really good demonstrator. Here she is. See Diana at the top of the screen there. Okay, this is exactly how you're going to tap. Diana, you always look wonderful. God, I wish I could look like you. Look, she's rocking and rolling. Diana's in Italy, everybody. So you see how she's tapping now. Diana you can either do 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 on the left side, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 on the right side, or you just do one. I do 1 1 1 1. Thank you, Diana. So 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to tap like Diana, and you're going to repeat after me. So where Mr. Reality is where you need to be. Okay. All right. So we're going to open responsibly. Once we have opened responsibly, do not leave. We are not going to be held accountable for what happens to you if you leave and do not close properly. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, now we're going to do the second round of our opening. Okay, that's treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to see, recognize, use, and enjoy
the optimum ability to see, recognize, use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, and the last portion, which is the most important part, right? If you are doing the affirmation tail ender process for yourself, okay, what's that, Liz? Well, the affirmation tail ender process is what we do every Monday, okay? We're gonna protect ourselves. We're gonna say our manifestation. We're gonna tap out the negatives. Then we're gonna close, okay? That's the affirmation tail ender process. Now, if you're trying to do it with regards to manifesting something that you're so highly focused on, you need to do that 3 to 5 times a day. If you cannot tune in to the emotions or the responses or things that are supposed to come back, and if they don't, that's okay. Scale it, right? On a scale of 0 to 10, how strong is blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is the most important part of opening for the affirmation tail ender process. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine team.
They will immediately take away
They will immediately take away
any and all negative energy.
any and all negative energy.
They will transport it into the spirit world
They will transport it into the spirit world
and turn it into white light positive karma
and turn it into white light positive karma
back into the universe.
back into the universe.
So they will be transmuting. Sorry. Oh, that part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Liz, what are we doing? We're processing in real time, okay? As we know, that's what we're here to do. We're processing like machines, basically. And that's why we're here on the earth plane. You'll have to go back like the last 3 or 4 videos to understand what I'm talking about. But that if you're just wanting a quick sort of explanation of what we're doing, we're processing in real time. That's why we're tapping. That's why we're saying the phrases. Okay, so what's the wording? Are we easily and joyfully what?
Manifesting the life we want to live.
Easily, oh yeah, and joyfully. Okay, manifesting the life that we want to live, but By which, whose definition? The soul's definition or the conscious mind definition? We have to differentiate that because our conscious minds are really like, I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be, in a
We're
bad
stuck using the
relationship.
conscious mind. Let's go with that to override the soul journey.
Ooh, yes. Okay, so what would the wording be?
Manifest the life our conscious mind wants to live.
Mm, perfecto. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability.
the optimum ability
What was the rest of it?
to manifest the life that our conscious mind wants to live.
To manifest the life that our conscious mind wants to live and so desires. Wow. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. I don't know why. It's like I feel all giggly on the inside. I don't know why. That's weird. That means we've got a good energy flow this morning. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
I got sliding down an ice slide, seeing the things pass by me very, very quickly. So it's like an ice slide on a mountain.
And you might have a hard landing.
And I also got a book that's being dog-eared on pages. You know, you turn a crease over at the top of the corner of the page, you can find it more easily.
Candace is right. No negative consequences. We forgot that. I'll work it in. Don't worry. So what that indicates to me, Mr. Reality, is that by the conscious mind being in control, we don't even have time to stop and process. It's like a one-way ticket down the icy slide, as quickly as possible, which makes sense because that's what the conscious mind wants. It wants what it wants and it wants it now, right? But the way that the universe is structured is we're not allowed to do that. Everything is a process. So we need to strike a balance there. Okay. And the dog-eared books, what do you think that was about?
Just that you have all these plans before you come down, and the conscious mind doesn't have a chance to identify them or move to them. So you need to go back and re-examine those dog-eared pages to make sure that you have the optimum manifestation of a life here.
Okay, perfect. Because what happens when we don't get the message the first time? What do we have to do? We have to go over it again and again and again and again and again. We go from one bad relationship to the next, one bad job to the next, right? Why? Because whatever the lesson was that we thought with our conscious mind that we had learned and moved past it, no, we have to go back and experience it again. You're exactly right. Dog ears drive Nancy nuts. All right, so let's clear this stuff out. Again, if you get any information coming in, drop it in the chat so we can read it out. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
Our conscious mind does not know best.
Our conscious mind does not
know best.
Know best.
When we do sessions like this, we deserve negative consequences.
When we do sessions like this, we deserve the negative consequences.
We deserve to be punished.
We deserve to be punished.
We are overstepping our boundaries.
We are overstepping our boundaries.
Our conscious mind wants it and wants it now.
Our conscious mind wants it and wants it now.
The frustration is in the not getting what we want.
The frustration is in not getting what we want.
We don't learn the lesson the first time.
We do not learn the lesson the first time.
That is why we are not able to manifest more quickly.
That's why we're not able to manifest quickly.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What's left? What did you get?
I got trying to find a postage stamp from an aerial view or plane ride.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck.
Right. And if those of you that are new are wondering, why are you saying negatives? Because right before we say the negatives, don't forget the phrase there. We are letting go and healing those negatives. Okay. So don't get scared of saying the negatives. You're saying to the universe, I don't need this junk in my life anymore. That's why you have to let it go. All right. So postage stamp, like you can't see, the conscious mind is not that powerful. We can't see, we don't know what's coming ahead of us, whereas the soul actually does. The soul knows, but the conscious mind does not. Okay. Let's excuse me, let's get rid. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
The conscious mind is not privileged.
The conscious mind is not privileged.
It cannot see how this all fits together.
It cannot see how this all fits together.
It doesn't understand the process we must go through.
It does not understand the process we must go through.
Therefore, it has to be kept in check.
Therefore, it has to be kept in check.
It's like looking for a postage stamp from an airplane.
It's like looking through a postage stamp through an airplane.
I am not powerful.
I am not powerful.
I have to design everything before I get here.
I have to design everything before I get here.
It's too late to manifest the other things that I want.
It's too late to manifest the other things that I want.
What else?
People in my life are interfering with my success.
People in my life interfere with my success. They don't want me to succeed.
They don't want me to succeed. I'm a people pleaser.
I'm a people pleaser. I go unnoticed.
I go unnoticed. I put their needs before my own.
I put their needs before my own. My family is very competitive with one another.
My family is very competitive with one another.
They don't want me ahead of them.
They don't want me ahead of them.
It's all about them and it's never about me.
It's always about them and it's never about me.
What else?
My conscious mind has limitations.
My conscious mind has limitations. Yes. I cannot transcend or transform my consciousness.
I cannot transcend or transform my consciousness.
I can't remove blocks that I cannot see.
I cannot remove the blocks that I cannot see.
I am ruled by fear and loathing.
I am ruled by fear and loathing.
I don't deserve to get ahead.
I don't deserve to get ahead.
Why should the universe reward me?
Why should the universe reward me?
What else?
I am damaged.
I am damaged. Go ahead and give the goods to someone else.
Give the goods to someone else. I live my life in a small box.
I live my life in a small, very small box. I am isolated.
I am isolated.
I am not a go-getter.
I am not a go-getter.
And even if I was, I don't know what I'm supposed to go and get.
Even if I was, I don't know what I was supposed to struggle and get.
Go and get. That's so funny. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Whoa, that was big. What did you get?
I'm seeing a family of meerkats.
Are you trying to manifest a trip on safari?
No, I just think they have wide-eyed expectations and they're, not necessarily knowing what danger they're moving into, is what it says to me. My spine is on fire, my headache over my right eye. All I see is pink, shooting pain in my foot.
Oh,
That's where a lot of you hold this stressors in your life. And so when you feel that, it's that energy moving around and trying to dissipate.
you know what the pinkness is? The pink is, I see everything through rose tinted glasses anyway, and I refuse to face reality. If you can't face reality sometimes, how are you supposed to move forward? Okay, because there's this reality that has been constructed, that like your perception of reality, and when you start removing blockages, there's a new reality, and the new reality can be difficult to adjust to, right? It's not as rosy and cozy as the other reality. The other reality was, wow, I'm so full of hope and I'm so full of this. Once you start stripping that back and you start seeing things for what they are, now you're building a new version of yourself, right? That's what that pink is. That's really important. And maybe that's a blockage for you. Maybe the seeing pink is a blockage. It definitely is. If you can't see reality and understand it, then you can't, now you're stuck with this rose tinted view of the world. And that's also a trap, because that means you don't, oftentimes you don't want to face the troubles and the hurdles and the things that you have to deal with. You just hope that they go away. They never do. They never do. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I can't see the wood for the trees.
I can't see the woods through the trees.
Yeah, the wood for the trees, very British expression. I look through rose tinted glasses.
I look through rose-tinted glasses.
I don't know what the real version of me actually is.
I do not know what the real version of me is.
I cannot see my own power.
I cannot see my own power.
How am I supposed to use it if I can't see it?
How am I supposed to use it if I cannot see it?
Everybody sees different versions of me.
Everyone sees different versions of me.
I'm a chameleon.
I am a chameleon.
I change with those around me.
I change with those around me.
I'm not my authentic self.
I am not my authentic self.
What else?
I live my life for others.
I live my life for others. I'll be powerful in the next lifetime.
I'll be powerful in the next lifetime.
This lifetime isn't for me.
This lifetime is not for me.
I'm just here to serve others
I am just here to serve others
and their needs.
and their needs.
I'm trying to fix them.
I am trying to fix them.
And I receive a lot of backlash when I do.
And I receive a lot of backlash when I do.
What else?
Karma only applies to helping others and not myself.
Karma only, that's a good one. Karma only applies to helping others and not myself.
I can no longer connect with the wants of my inner child.
I can no longer connect with the ones of my inner child. I've forgotten what they were.
I have forgotten what they were.
Life has shook me to the core.
Life has shook and or shaken me to the core.
Shaken me to the core. And it has taken all of my power away.
And it has taken all my power away.
That's what I know, and that's what I've been taught.
That's what I know, and that's what I have been taught.
What else?
I am naked without the ability to help others.
I am naked without the ability to help others. I'm running away from the fire.
I'm running away from the fire.
How can I focus on manifesting if I'm just putting the fires out all the time?
How can I focus on manifesting if I am only putting the fires out all the time?
I'm running from one crisis to the next.
I'm running from one crisis to the next.
And I often create my own crisis.
And I often create my own crisis.
Isn't that the truth? What else?
I don't even know where to begin.
Well, that's true too. I don't even know where to begin, and I fear my own power.
I fear my own power.
I am scared of who I will become if I am powerful and able to manifest.
I'm scared of who I may become if I'm powerful and able to manifest.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Now, something shifted in that last round. Did you guys feel that? I felt it leave. So now we've peeled off another layer. What did you get?
I got the sound of goats bleating, like BLEATING. And so it's always this herd mentality that we're just trying to move along with the flow. I've no drive within. I'm stuck in the twilight zone. I'm getting stabbed in the back. I live in a tornado area. I don't know if that's an observation or something you feel, but when I help others, I get stabbed in the back, is what the listeners are saying.
When I help others, I get stabbed in the back. Well, and you're not appreciated. Okay, so something that I know about how this karma stuff works, right? Karma is a law of the universe that keeps us in check, right? That's how it controls us. But a lot of times people get to a point where excuse me, they regret their mistakes in life, or maybe how they treated people. And what they do is they actually begin all this volunteer work. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because now I want to right my wrongs. The problem is, yes, you are stacking up good karma in your good karma bank, but you're not righting your wrongs, because righting your wrongs is on an entirely different level. So if you wronged somebody, by going to do volunteer work, you haven't absolved yourself from the karmic debt of that particular person. And that's sort of the confusion that goes on, because what happens is you'll get into the spirit world. Now you have to be the victim or whatever it is on the other side of that karmic debt. Now, a lot of times when I look into soul contracts, I find that it's not a tit for tat situation too. It's always the same thing. This one abuses that one. This one abuses that one all the time. This one's so full of self-hatred that it has to abuse this one to make them stronger. So, just because you're doing lots of good things, I'm not trying to say you shouldn't do them. You should, but please don't think that that is going to override the wrong that you did to a particular individual, because it won't. Okay, sorry. What did you get?
Goats bleeding and moving along in a herd. So I'm just trying to keep my head down and make sure that I'm moving along. I don't want to stand out. I want to continue to move along.
Right. Exactly. That's good. And there's another, okay, so I don't want to take positive energy from anyone. That's interesting as well, because the universe, okay, so that's basically you saying that the universe has all this positive energy, the positive energy, I need that in order to manifest whatever it is I'm trying to manifest. But what if somebody else needs it, right? So it's okay, you can go ahead and bypass me because somebody else may need it more than I do. That doesn't work with manifesting either, right? You're just going to sit there giving all your positive energy that should flow into you away. Oh, I don't deserve it, right? So I don't deserve it is a blockage because they may need it more than I do. Don't forget, the structure of the universe is extremely competitive, right? It's okay to be competitive. I know that we're taught that it's not, especially now in schools when everybody gets a certificate for something, which is
You
wonderful.
participated. Congratulations.
Right. But is that how the universe works? No, no. Okay, so let's work through this list. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I refuse to be competitive.
I refuse to be competitive.
Somebody else can have that manifestation.
Someone else can have that manifestation.
Poor little me doesn't deserve it.
Poor little me does not deserve it.
I am nobody. I am nothing.
I am nobody. I am nothing.
I don't deserve to be wealthy.
I don't deserve to be wealthy.
I don't deserve to have an easier life.
I do not deserve to have an easier life.
I don't deserve to have power and control.
I do not deserve to have power and control.
I don't know what it would be like to not struggle.
I do not know what it would be like to not struggle.
I prefer to stay in the struggle.
I prefer to stay within the struggle.
That's what I know.
That is what I know.
What else?
I'm trying to open the book of life, and it's not allowing me to do so.
I'm trying to open the book of life and it's not allowing me to do so. It's better to be one of the herd.
It's better to be one of the herd.
It's safe.
Escape.
No. It's safe.
It's safer in here.
Yeah, it's safer in the herd.
I
don't
don't
have
want
to
to take
make
positive
decisions.
energy from anyone.
I don't want to take positive energy from anyone. They deserve it more than me.
They deserve it more than me. I'm
It's
expected to give away whatever I earn or accomplish.
I'm expected to give away whatever I earn or accomplish. I don't deserve anything.
I do not deserve anything.
What else?
People don't like it or me when I'm happy and successful.
Ooh, people don't like it and or me when I am happy and successful. They don't celebrate my accomplishments.
They don't celebrate my accomplishments.
They want me to stay small.
They want me to stay small.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Okay, my throat is tight. Anybody else with a tight throat?
I've got a bit of tinnitus ringing. I see some
You
people out there.
know?
Yeah.
Oh my
And I
God.
never have tinnitus. It just so happens to be now.
No. So after last week, our CTT session for about 5 minutes,
Yeah.
I had tinnitus as well, or tinnitus in UK speak. I had that as well. I was like, what the hell? What? I said to my dad, Don't, what's that ringing? He said, what are you talking about? I said, what is that ringing? What is that going off? And
Oh,
he's like,
wow.
yeah. But it went away after 5 minutes. I was like, oh, geez. Okay. So, wow. What do you think that is? Tension in neck. Mm, let's go in. Okay, I'm going to go into all this tension. Okay, stubborn. We're stubborn. We're set in our ways. In order to manifest, we have to accept and embrace change. We don't want to do that. There you go. Bang, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We are stubborn.
We are stubborn.
We are set in our ways.
We are stuck in our ways.
We don't want to change with the times.
We don't want to change with the times.
Manifesting means we have to be malleable.
Manifesting means we have to be malleable.
We have to accept changes within the universe.
We have to accept changes within the universe.
And we absolutely refuse to do so.
And we absolutely refuse to do so.
I like the way that I am now.
I like the way that I am now.
There's nothing wrong with me.
There is nothing wrong with me.
Why should I have to change?
Why should I have to change?
What else?
I like wearing lead boots.
I like wearing lead boots. Yeah, I'm stuck. I don't want to change. I've worked this hard to be where I am. Why should I change now?
I worked very hard to be where I am. Why should I change now?
I don't want to have to. If manifesting means I have to change, then I don't want to manifest.
If manifesting means I must change, I do not want to manifest.
Let someone else have it.
Let someone else have it.
They've already taken everything from me already. Why not just take this?
They've already taken everything from me. Why not take this?
Spoken like a crabby lady. What else? I'm angry.
I'm angry.
And I just want to go with the flow and have a peaceful life.
I just want to go with the flow and have a peaceful life.
I am not that important.
I am not that important.
The universe doesn't reward me.
The universe does not reward me.
I'm just a shell of my former self.
I am just a shell of my former self.
There isn't enough time left to pull this off.
There's not enough time left to pull this off.
Oh my God. The only thing I can manifest is a sandwich.
The only thing I can manifest is a sandwich.
And the bread is stale.
I am powerless in this lifetime.
I am powerless in this lifetime. No one is on my side.
No one is on my side.
Oh, my ears just popped then. Okay, what else?
It's me against the universe.
It's me versus the universe, and I lose every single time.
And I lose every single time.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. I thought I was going to sneeze then. That's so weird. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Is everyone feeling good now? I felt that leave. I think it was trying to sneeze its way out. Everybody feeling good? I feel that. Yeah. Dizzy's okay. Dizzy means you're rewiring. All right. Looks like we did a good job. So let's tap to close. That was fun today. And now you sort of understand why, it is the way it is, right? Well, I don't deserve it. I don't, those are sort of all the blockages, those emotional thought patterns, those negative thought patterns. Oh, somebody feels a stab in their back. Is that how you feel? Excuse me. Is that how you feel now, Nancy? Because I'm feeling pretty light. Okay, so let me go into the stab in the back. So there's a lot of deep-rooted emotional pain there and a lack of self-worth. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
this big lack of self-worth,
this big lack of self-worth,
these burdens I carry of deep emotional pain.
these burdens I carry with deep emotional pain.
I cannot seem to offload them.
I cannot seem to offload them.
They have plagued me for many years.
They have plagued me for many years.
And I am nothing.
And I am nothing.
They have taught me everything that I needed to know.
They've taught me everything I needed to know.
And I have organized my life around these burdens.
And I've organized my life around these burdens.
And this lack of self-worth.
And this lack of self-worth.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And that was just another layer that needed to be lifted off there. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, now we're ready to close. Okay, so for those of you that are new, you have to close properly. You're welcome. Thank you. Have to close properly. Okay, so just as we open with that optimum activation of our spiritual helpers and divine team, then we did this removal where we took out loads and loads and loads of negative energy. You all felt it kind of moving around your body and then release. We can't walk around with these holes in our energy field. So now we have to close the space. Okay? There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Optimum guidance.
Optimum guidance.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Self-love.
Self-love.
And the ability to be powerful.
And the ability to be powerful.
In all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
In all of those wonderful spaces we have just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. So as always, Mr. Reality, thank you very much for hosting and being here with us today. We really appreciate it. We will hold for questions.
That's right. We'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much, everybody. we bid you adieu.